Gyms don't make their best money from people who work out every day. They make it from people who believe they will. That is the uncomfortable math behind the fitness business, because every unused membership lowers crowding, protects equipment, and keeps monthly revenue coming in. Today, we're breaking down how gyms turn motivation, recurring payments, and low attendance into one of the most fascinating subscription models in business. The U.S. health club industry generates over $35 billion in annual revenue, driven by roughly 70 million members. But the financial structure of a gym is built on a paradox that most members never see. We are going to break down the utilization gap between active and inactive members, the revenue per square foot math that dictates location strategy, the churn and acquisition engine that keeps the model running, the personal training margin that actually pays the bills, the brutal fixed cost of equipment and climate control, and the mathematical divide between big box and boutique fitness. The utilization gap. Why empty gyms are profitable. A gym's ideal customer uses the facility 3 to 4 times a week. A gym's most profitable customer uses it 0 times a month. The utilization math. Industry data shows that roughly 50% of gym members go fewer than 2 times per month. Roughly 18% to 20% go consistently 4 or more times a week. If a big box gym has 5,000 members, roughly 2,500 are barely using the facility, and roughly 1,000 are there daily. The cost of an active member. An active member wears out equipment faster. They use more electricity, more water, more towels, and more cleaning supplies. They require more staff attention and take up space that could theoretically hold another paying member who never shows up. The cost of an inactive member. An inactive member pays $30 to $50 a month and consumes almost zero marginal cost. Their payment covers the fixed rent and debt service without requiring any operational output. This is not a scam. It is the structural reality of a fixed-cost business. Airlines overbook flights for the same reason. Gyms oversell memberships because they know statistically that a massive percentage of the base will not show up. If every single member showed up on Monday at 5 p.m., the business model would collapse. Revenue per square foot. The space equation. Gyms are massive real estate plays. A typical big box facility runs 15,000 to 40,000 square feet. The rent math. In a suburban market, gym space leases for $8 to $15 per square foot annually. A 25,000 square foot facility at $12 per square foot, $300,000 per year in rent. At a $40 average monthly membership, that rent requires 625 members just to break even on the lease. No electricity, no staff, no equipment, just rent. The member density problem. Gyms need high member counts to cover rent, but they cannot physically fit all those members at once. Industry standard for comfortable capacity is roughly 10 to 15 square feet per active user. A 25,000 square foot gym can comfortably hold 1,600 to 2,500 people at one time, but peak hours only last from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays. The building is half empty from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. To cover that $300,000 rent plus all other costs, a gym needs 3,000 to 5,000 total members. They are selling access to a building that cannot physically hold them all simultaneously. The math only works because of staggered usage. The churn and acquisition engine. Gyms lose members constantly. The business model accounts for this as a fixed cost of operations. The churn math. Annual gym churn rates range from 30% to 45% depending on the price point and contract structure. A gym with 4,000 members losing 35% annually loses 1,400 members per year, or roughly 117 per month. The acquisition cost. To replace those members, the gym must spend on marketing, promotions, and sales staff. Average cost to acquire a single new gym member, $50 to $150 depending on the market. Replacing 1,400 members a year at $100 each, $140,000 in annual marketing spend. The lifetime value math. If the average member stays 11 months at $40 per month, their lifetime revenue is $440. Subtract the $100 acquisition cost and the $5 to $10 in monthly operational cost, $290 to $340 in net lifetime value per member. At 1,400 new members per year, $406,000 to $476,000 in annual net new member value. This is the hamster wheel of the gym business. You are constantly running to replace the members who just stop showing up. The moment acquisition slows, revenue falls off a cliff within 90 days. The real profit center. Personal training. Monthly memberships cover the overhead. Personal training generates the actual profit. The training math. A gym charges $60 to $100 per hour for personal training. The trainer is paid $20 to $30 per hour. Gross margin per session, $40 to $70. If a gym has 5 trainers doing 25 sessions a week each, 125 sessions weekly, at $50 gross margin per session, $6,250 per week. Annual personal training gross profit, $325,000. Personal training often accounts for 15% to 25% of a gym's total revenue, but 40% to 60% of its net profit. The membership base is the marketing funnel that feeds the training floor. Free gym orientations and assessments are not a courtesy. They are sales pipelines for training packages. The retention lock. A member on a $40 monthly membership cancels easily. A member who just paid $1,500 for a 30-session training package rarely cancels. Training contracts are the most effective churn reduction tool in the industry. The fixed cost trap. Equipment and climate control. This is where gym economics get dangerous. The fixed costs are enormous and entirely inflexible. The equipment math. A commercial treadmill costs $4,000 to $8,000. A commercial elliptical or rower, $3,000 to $6,000. A full cable crossover machine, $5,000 to $10,000. A well-equipped 25,000 square foot gym has $300,000 to $600,000 in equipment. Equipment lifespan, 7 to 10 years for cardio, 10 to 15 years for strength. Depreciation cost, $30,000 to $60,000 per year. Many gyms lease equipment to preserve cash, paying $8,000 to $15,000 per month in lease payments. The HVAC nightmare. Gyms require massive air handling. Hundreds of bodies generating heat, combined with humidity from showers and pools, demands industrial-scale climate control. HVAC systems for large gyms cost $150,000 to $400,000 to install. Monthly electricity and gas for climate control, $5,000 to $12,000 depending on the region and season. This cost runs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, whether the gym is packed or empty. You cannot turn off the air conditioning on a slow Tuesday to save money. The equipment and the building will degrade. The verdict: big box versus boutique. The gym industry is split into 2 completely different mathematical models. The big box model, Planet Fitness, Crunch, LA Fitness, low price, $15 to $30 per month, high volume, 5,000 to 10,000 plus members per location. Low utilization, designed for people who want to feel like they have a gym membership without actually going. Frictionless cancellation to reduce customer service costs. Profit comes from sheer scale and the statistical certainty that most members won't show up. A single Planet Fitness doing $450,000 in annual dues on 12,000 members can net $150,000 to $200,000 because the operational costs per inactive member are near zero. The boutique model. Orange Theory, F45, berries. High price, $150 to $250 per month. Low volume, 300 to 600 members per location. High utilization, classes are capped. If you don't show up, your spot goes to someone else. High staffing, 1 to 3 coaches per class. Profit comes from premium pricing and high attachment rates on retail and supplements, not from unused memberships. A boutique studio doing $800,000 in annual revenue on 400 members might net $100,000 to $150,000. The per member revenue is 5 times higher than big box, but the ceiling is lower and the operational intensity is much higher. Both models work, but they work for entirely different customers and entirely different investor profiles. The big box bets on human inaction, the boutique bets on human motivation. The gym business is not built on fitness. It is built on the gap between intention and action. The monthly membership is a recurring revenue stream that profits most when it is least utilized. The equipment depreciates, the rent compounds, and the HVAC runs nonstop. The only way to survive is to constantly recruit new members to replace the ones who stopped coming, and to convert the ones who do show up into personal training clients. The healthiest gym balance sheet is built on the assumption that most people will not follow through. If this breakdown helped you see the numbers behind the membership card, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see the math behind other subscription businesses, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot more to uncover.